This video will explain how to set tools for use when executing a transport task. First, open the How to Use Tools to Transport Products.vcmx. In this simulation, we will make a transport task where the human uses a tool between the feeder and manual process. To do this, we will need to set the human so that it will use the tool. First, we will set which tool will be used. Go to the eCatalog window, Models by Type, PM Tools, and drag and drop two pallet jacks onto the 3D world. Select the pallet jack added first, and then go to its Component Properties window, and change its name to Pallet Jack number 1. To distinguish between the two pallet jacks by their appearance, change the material of pallet jack number 1 to anything other than orange. Next, we will connect the interfaces of pallet jack number 1 and pallet jack number 2 with the controller. Go to the Home tab, Connect, and click Interfaces. Connect the tool of pallet jack number 1 and pallet jack number 2 with the tools of the Human Transport Controller. By doing this, pallet jack number 1 and pallet jack number 2 can be used when the human executes a task. We have now completed setting the tools. Next, we will change the settings of the transport link so that a tool can be used when executing a work task. Go to the Process tab, Editor, and click Flow. By clicking the diamond icon between the feeder and manual process from Flow Steps in the Process Flow Editor window, or by clicking all the diamond icons on the 3D world while pressing the Control key, you can select all of the transport links. By doing this, the transport link settings can all be set at once. With the transport links selected, changing the tool setting on the Properties window to Tool Name will allow a new tool name property to be set. Set the tool name property to Pallet Jack. By changing the tool setting to Tool Name, any names of tools that include the name set in tool name will be used by the human for the transport task. Play the simulation. The human starts using pallet jack number 1 when a transport task starts between the feeder and the manual process. Tool name is used for inputting a keyword to find the tool that will be used. Therefore, any values set do not need to match exactly the name of the tool to be used. Also, if the name in tool name exists in the name of multiple tools, the tool that is closest to the resource will be used. For example, drag pallet jack number 1 on the 3D world away from the human to disconnect them. Play the simulation. Pallet jack number 2 is now being used for the transport task. Now we will explain the other tool settings. When product property is set, it becomes possible to set the property name. Property name sets the property name defined in the product that is transported. If the name of a tool on the 3D world matches the value set for the property name, that tool will be used. Now we will specify a tool by using the property name. First, we will change the flow settings. Click the diamond icon between the feeder and the manual process to display the Properties window. Change Tool to Product Property and set property name to MyTool. Next, we will add a property to the product type to define the name of the tool that will be used. Go to the Process tab, Editor, and click Products. From the Product Type Editor window, go to Flow Group Number 1, VC_CAN, Right-click Product Properties and click Add Product Property. The settings of any added properties can be changed from the Properties window. Change the name to My Tool, type to string, and default value My Tool to Pallet Jack number 1. Play the simulation. Now the human will use Pallet Jack number 1 when transporting products. Up until now, we have set the transport links processes all together, but we can set the tools separately. Now we will explain how to set the tools to be used separately. We will set the tools so that Pallet Jack number 1 is used to carry products from the feeder process, and Pallet Jack number 2 is used to carry products from feeder process number 2. Select multiple diamond icons that include the feeder process feeder on the 3D world, and change their settings from the Properties window. Change Tool to Tool Name and Tool Name to Pallet Jack number 1. Next, change the settings of all transport links that include the feeder process number 2 feeder. Set Tool to Tool Name and Tool Name to Pallet Jack number 2. Play the simulation. The tool used will now switch depending on the transport task. This concludes our explanation on how to use tools to transport products. Thank you for watching.